Sustainable Development Goal 1 aims to eradicate extreme poverty for all people, significantly reducing the proportion living on less than $1.25 a day by implementing 7 targets and 13 indicators. In particular, Target 1.3 is to implement nationally appropriate social protection systems and measures for all, including floors, and by 2030 achieve substantial coverage of the poor and the vulnerable. With Indicator 1.3.1, proportion of population covered by social protection floors/systems by sex, distinguishing children, unemployed persons, older persons, persons with disabilities, pregnant women, newborns, work injury victims, and the poor and the vulnerable. At present, approximately 7.8% of the global population, or about 628 million people, live in extreme poverty. The COVID-19 pandemic has created unprecedented challenges for reducing global poverty, reversing 3 decades of decline. Moreover, according to the UN Extreme Poverty Statistics, only 47% of the global population was effectively covered by at least one social protection cash benefit by 2020. Coverage remains critically low for vulnerable groups, including children, persons with disabilities, and workers in the event of injuries. Consequently, strong social protection systems mentioned in Indicator 1.3.1 are crucial for mitigating the pandemic's effects and preventing poverty. There is no single cause of poverty. It is attributed to many causes, including unemployment, social exclusion, lack of safety nets, and vulnerability of certain populations to disasters, diseases, and other phenomena which prevent them from being productive. Having a more holistic view can help to address the issue more systemically. According to the Human Development Report, in 2023, over 60% of Ethiopia's population falls under the Multidimensional Poverty Index, which assesses poverty based on health, education, and living standards. The severe conditions caused by lack of rainfall and civil disputes tend to increase the number of people who are affected by poverty. Women in Ethiopia often face barriers to economic empowerment, including limited access to education and financial resources. As a result, women are more likely to be economically poor and vulnerable to poverty. Concerning social protection frameworks, challenges in public health, including underfeeding and diseases, reduce productivity and increase healthcare costs for families, pushing them into poverty. In 2019, Ethiopia ratified the African Continental Free Trade Agreement aimed at creating a unified market for goods, services, and investment in Africa. This agreement is expected to significantly reduce poverty in Ethiopia. However, it also creates cost challenges that businesses in Ethiopia face in implementing the AfCFTA, particularly high land transportation costs due to underdeveloped infrastructure, which pose significant challenges to doing business in Ethiopia, a landlocked country. In Ethiopia and across Africa, implementing effective industrial policy faces significant challenges, including limited governmental capacity, inadequate coordination among supporting institutions, shortages of industrial inputs, and low private investment in manufacturing. Ethiopia's location provides easy access to the African and European markets for cheap labor and supportive government policies. This attracted global brands and investors. Despite the presence of numerous manufacturing companies in Ethiopia, poverty persists among its population because these manufacturing companies have been exploiting their workers in the country. According to the Business and Human Rights Resource Center, Ethiopian garment workers receive the lowest wages globally, earning as little as $35 per month. These workers often toil for 8 hours a day, 6 days a week, yet struggle to make ends meet. These textile manufacturers are prioritizing profit over social responsibility, leading to increased greed and reluctance to address social concerns. To align with SDG development, businesses can refer to instructions from organizations for clearer directions suitable for each purpose and business model. For example, FutureFit Business offers a holistic benchmark for companies to assess their social and environmental impacts. This benchmark has break-even goals and positive pursuits beyond the goals that you can organize by SDG or topic. It guides businesses to prioritize their actions and monitor progress, and also shows the sustainable development goals that it contributes to. Businesses play a crucial role in combating poverty by ensuring their workers and those in their supply chains are paid a living wage, considering the extreme hardship of wages for garment workers. This strategy is essential for meeting the basic needs of workers and their families. Businesses should consider joining the ACT initiative. Represents a commitment to transforming the business model towards sustainability and equity, particularly within industries like fashion, where the pressure to reduce costs has led to suppressed wages. By adopting living wage policies, companies can directly contribute to poverty reduction. Such practices not only uphold basic human rights but also enhance their brand reputation and foster economic growth by boosting worker morale, reducing staff turnover, and enhancing productivity. They can consider the case of major apparel brands such as Zara and H&M that were boycotted by customers when they forced workers' wages. Businesses can contribute to building and supporting social protection systems. For instance, they should improve their insurance schemes or offer employment benefits that align with social protection floors because better health significantly boosts productivity and aids economic transformation. Ill health undermines productivity through absenteeism, caring for the sick, and depleting savings and assets. For instance, in Ethiopia, caring for a child with malaria took up 42 person days a year. Another approach is to source locally available resources to improve local economic growth. A 2016 study by Gu et al. Proved the success of local sourcing initiatives in developing the capability of SMEs in Ethiopia. In addition, businesses can also accompany the Thank You organization to align the producing green products and promote their brands broader to get closer to the needs of today's customers when awareness of customer enhancing and minimizing impact on the environment. There is a lot of work that needs to happen to achieve the 2030 agenda worldwide, but it is important to understand the interactions between different goals to achieve sustainable development.